Good afternoon, everybody. Coming to you live Monday, July 30th, 2018 at 2000 hours and 6 minutes. It caps the middle of the year, what we call the middle of the year in the calendar year. And today's topic is principle, logic, understanding, and knowledge of. I was given a revelation. As always, everything is given through revelation, the spirit of the law, knowledge, the knowing, to understand, to get wiseness. We don't understand principles. Principles to the law of this. So the law is the spirit, the nature of, the beginning, the principle, the prime, the prince, the head, the top, the order, the seed, the beginning, the first. And we don't understand. Like how we talk about language, understanding man and woman, race relation, race against race, ethnicities, nationalities, civilization, tribes. We lost the foundation of principalities, the principles, what was put first. So overall, a lot of it, if you haven't noticed from Revelation, I don't even have to speak because I know the knowledge of, but to speak it out of me, to extract it, exalt, expound, it's not the easiest because you got to now. I learned or learning. People are taught. We are nurtured different. We got different experiences, and it's time. It's kind of now rhetorical. Like we got conscious, but the science of our mind, the science to understand, to make it logical. So you can say, well, that happened through the spirit, but to make it logical for us to understand in the natural body, not in our spiritual body, because we're not spiritual yet. We are spiritual beings that one day we will exist out of this body. That's the knowledge of, that's all we know. We don't know about a heaven or a hell. We don't know where we go. All we know, we have a knowledge of after this BODY. No, BODI, body, not BODY. Body is to be taken of, put into a vessel. That's what body mean. Because a spirit with profit could not profit on this earth. Because they said you are of this earth. Well, if we don't connect to our creator, we are of this earth. When you're not, now when you're connected, you're not of this earth no more. But in this vessel, we are of this earth. So they say from this world, not of it. Yes, you are, because we would not be able to reside here. Like it's like that's the price. That's paying rent. That's residing in nature. Where are we at? And you gotta now comprehend and understand and get logic naturally. So the understanding, the knowledge of logic. And I keep meeting people, and I don't know, especially women. I don't know how women think logically. Because if we talk about conversation of a man and woman, not even sexual relation, just a relationship in general, what makes a person good? Well, if we're going to use the morals and values and ethics, so the quality of the person, the attitude of the person, the character of the person, and the personality. If those are all shot, I don't care. It's we're focusing, and this is where the focus in. If we're going to build on the relationships, it got to start in love. You got to already know who you are as well. So it's accountability. Your purpose. So I'm gonna say in the focus, purpose, mission, and position. Go keep hearing me say that because that's going back to all truth. I don't have to keep going over other things to say, well, to build a relationship even with a fellow male, it has to have a meaning. You just don't hang out just to hang out. You just don't be around each other to be around. There's always a purpose. And yesterday, I spoke on position. Even though you look at position at a job should be last. So what is our order? So I'm going to talk about logic. Okay, because it's called principles. So in logic, when you speak, I have to be able to understand what you are saying. If I don't understand what you are saying, it's not logical. So I will not be able to understand what we are going, what we're, what's in what our when I processing in my brain, I will not be able to understand because of your logic. If your logic is it happened because, well, that's your belief. I'm alive. I don't have to believe anymore. I can have knowledge of why, because there's principles and there's substance and there is evidence. There's no more saying, well, there's evidence of what you didn't see. No, there is evidence. My evidence is my work. I worked hard to get to where I'm at. A lot of what we do can be evidence of. A lot of what we have the inability, that's evidence of. You did not practice, you did not teach yourself, you did not train. Within yourself, you can instruct, teach, practice, prepare, but with going out to you to extract or expound and exalt, I am more to guiding you. I'm showing you there's a path. Don't matter what's the obstacle or the deconstruction or the construct. So the structure of the foundation. So if you're in a build, you need a foundation. What is a foundation usually made of? It start with the earth. If you go back to what the earth is, it's the ground, it's the soil. It's not the seed. The soil is there first. The soil is needed. You can drop a seed anywhere. Without soil, the seed won't grow. The seed will always be a seed. And you probably never heard that before. You probably thought about it like that. But think about that. Think about that. You say we need seeds, we got a water, you just the water, you the flower. But where's your foundation? So if we're trying to build up, bringing back a community, what is our foundation? What is our unit? What about the I part of me, the self? What am I doing for self? I can keep talking about the same nuances that's giving power to that's keeping us in being defeated and I feel like we're in a struggle. I'm not in a struggle for relationship. It's a struggle to find out is these relationships about love or is they about the income? Because if you ask a person what are you looking for in a relationship, and this is true. Now I'm not even this is all women who ask this question. What are you looking for? Not one say love first. I'm saying on the left because we on the left. Left is dark, right is light. And left is the bad, it's the wrong. To me, it's wrong if your first beginning is at least start off. If you was treated bad your whole life, wouldn't you want to meet somebody that at least to start off, the beginning, the foundation? You wanted somebody that respect themselves. So when they treat you with respect. And it's not out of so much, well, I have to do it. This is my duty. That's a contract. That's a binding. That's religion. That's tradition. That's nurtured, that's fostered, and that's breeded. That don't give way for the soul, the spirit of the good, the positive, the right to work. It can't work his way in there because logically you have not even taken the correct spirit. You're not even accurate. So if you're looking for the one, you won't find the one. You will find the multiple. You need the assembly to understand. But if the assembly don't understand and the assembly keeps speaking, you're going to be lost. So generation after generation, we're going to keep finding ourselves in the same problem. Don't say that this is solution because of constructive criticism. It's not constructive. It is it's a trick to what you want to construct and to the criticize. You're going to cripple the person. Instead of saying, the type of person I am, I know I could not be with a person that do not see the creator as understanding who the creator is. And you say God, I say creator. So if that's very important, that's a part of a value, that's a moral. See, I'm using logic. This is all logic. It gotta connect. It need a foundation. So without that foundation, yes, you will have side conversation and constructive criticism to why you are this way, why our community, Why the neighborhood? It's called a hood. It's called ghetto. It's called project. It's called traps. That's what it is. That's logic. So if I get rid of and say, no, is the hood bad? Yes. Until we acknowledge what's wrong, we won't get better. That's like going back to sweeping that dirt under the rug. When you pick up that rug, all that dirt, grit, grime, and residue is still there. You did not clean out the wound before you tried to heal it. You did not loosen. You did not come away from the curse. You did not curse. You did not bless. You did not complete or loosen or eradicate the bondage you were in. Because remember, it was in a bind. Then you created a bondage. You created a tight rope with cords and strands that connected you to what you couldn't get over. But now you're getting over. Money's not going to solve. If you want to have good relations with people, money is not the answer. That's logical. You're going to always find value in money. There's going to never be value in your actual relations. So to get a ship, there will be no value into moving forward with nobody you meet, because it got to begin with money. So I had the knowledge of now. So now we got the knowledge. I know money is not going to get me to find love. I know money is not going to get her to love me, because anybody can have money, but love don't get the veiling of, if you only dealing with just, if you're not dealing under love, the veiling of money, that's all. So the contract has to be binded to you. So you do have to have a certain amount of money. You do have to do this on the first date. You do have to do this instead of saying, I'm doing this because I am willing. There's no more. We got a count, we got response, and we got no will. So those three: response, account, because you are looking at yourself first before I look at another person. And if people are like, well, then and let's get to this. Let's cut this. Stop saying real and on the same level. We're not on the same level, and we all are real. But the level we are on, that don't make you better, greater, or higher than no person. Don't say that, well, she don't like you or he don't like you because they're on a new level. They not. Within myself, I'm on a new level. But if I want to describe myself to a person, I'm very kind and loving and caring for before some level or my degree, or talking about, I'm looking at, like when I asked a woman, for the man, the first thing she said is, do we have a career, not a job? Do you mean profession? So if you're going to use that, okay, but why is that the first thing in your mind? See, you're off. That's why, and yes, I will say this. I'm going to use quote unquote black. You are an angry black woman, because your knowledge of is he got to have this because you've been hurt because he didn't have this when you met the guy that hurt you. That's not logic. You threw away what you really wanted to get to now what you think this is the only way to get to what you need now. Just listen to that again. The foundation that you're seeking is no longer love because you've been hurt. So you became angry. You are angry. If you keep talking about the same things over and over, that's why I say you're not going to hear me talking about relationships. You're going to see me 2 months. You're like, this man ain't bring a relationship. Like, he don't care. It's not that I'm not going to care about him, but I know women are showing me they don't care about care. They don't have care in them. They don't have no more affection. And the women that do, they go out of their race and they think they found something better because, as I stated, we are lower and they think they're higher. We've been bred, nurtured, and fostered to think. So yes, she's going to use different implications when she get with me. I'm not mad. I understand her plight because that's the foundation she was taught. Because when she came at me, she said money, but she looked at that fool. He was homeless, but she said I liked him because of his attitude. So what was wrong with my attitude? So in truth is, women, especially African descent women, don't want good African descent men. That is truth. That is truth right now, because they cannot show me. I have female friends that would talk to the man. The man I don't even tell them to advocate, and then they come back, man, I tried talking to her. I was like, he's a good man. And she's like, yeah, he okay, as I stated. And then the other one was like, yeah, he okay. But then he like, what's wrong with him? He's a good guy. But they looking at my persona of who I am, because I'm not acting tough. I'm not. So I don't act. I don't have to act because I am tough. My outer shell been toughened, but it can rip. I can my arm can tear by bumping into a wall that's made of material that's just as thick as my skin. It can rip open and cut my arm off. I don't need a lot of pressure. That's why it's astonishing and amazing to watch guys jump up and down without breaking it. You know that little bone, your leg, the leg in your bone is not that strong. Do you realize how our body is really, really soft? Like you ever touch a baby? That's why the babies die, because their body haven't had time to acclimate themselves to this world yet. The vessels still have to you have to grow into. You have to get knowledge of. So if you have to get knowledge of, it get better through time. But that don't mean you eradicate or get rid of what you're seeking. So if you're looking for a relationship, you're seeking love, you don't throw out love and say, well, he gotta have money. So then I can see if I can love him. No, if you can't love him first, that money's not gonna matter. Because this money is only gonna serve as the wall, the boundaries that you're gonna keep yourself in, the bindings to say, well, I'm only here for this reason. So when we're losing logic, I'm not, and I'm going to keep saying this because I'm speaking freely. I'm speaking freely with all truth. Women logic is off. I haven't met women with good logic. I met a woman that said when she talked about a guy she with, she called him a sponsor. And men, we understand logic, but some of us throw away our logic for women. I was like, you can't call another woman lovely? He say no. I was like, my wife say no, I don't do it. So be it. That's you. I'm not gonna meet a woman like that. I'm not calling her lovely, have love in it. I love everybody. So if I can't love everybody still, why I'm loving you more, it's not even more. I'm loving you on a different love level, which if we're gonna say levels, my love level is different from you, it is gonna be from her. I want to make sure she's safe and I want to make sure she's covered. But at the same time, I'm not going to go out my way because her affairs, when she's not around me, I don't know of. But my affairs, when I'm with you, I know of. Let's get that again. If we're going to protect our own women, our affairs that we know of. If I don't know of your affairs, I'm not protecting you because I don't know what danger. I had to learn. People are like, no, see, that's that blind, stupid belief. I'm not fooled. I'm not ignorant to that your affairs can be very dangerous. My affair is not dangerous. So why would I enter into your dangerous affairs when my affair, you should come more to my side. You should be more of honor and to be like, maybe I should look at his side. Or let me stop what I'm doing so he can come to my side. So, but if you want me to be so when we find love, I'm gonna leave it alone after this. When we find love, so a man has to have this, he has to have that, have a job or profession, certain career or income. Now he's worthy and eligible. Women, think about that logic. You too, young women, because that has nothing to do with love. And you too, young men, you don't do things for women. You do things for your betterment of yourself because this is your goals. This is your vision. This is your revelation. This is your dream. So that goes down as your focus. What is your purpose, mission, and position? My purpose, mission, and position has nothing to do with my family life. That's a whole separate purpose, mission, and position. But when I do a business, that's separate. When I go to my profession, that's separate. Personal is purpose. Mission is what I'm doing there. My position is what I'm doing there. I'm a CNA. My position, I'm there to show that we're still good customer care. And my purpose is one day I'm gonna keep working towards everything that I was sent here to do on this natural earth. So now we're gonna get to logic. How is the principle, as I stated, is the testament, the prime, the prim. And you think about Prince, the throne, the top, the head, the beginning, the start. If we're gonna look at the principle of what we should be doing, we got to go to the beginning, as I stated before. But the beginning, what is the beginning? Birth, the womb. We start getting revelation for the womb. The energies that you send off from people to people is from the womb. That's when life begins. When life begins is in the womb, not at birth. That's the beginning. But you already started life in the womb. So to compare, to have a comparison. Oh yeah, and the principle is to commence. To commence life, the seed of a man has to fertilize a woman egg, her ovaries, and it's a long destination. It got three parts it has to go through. So to get back to the beginning for our people, African descent people that's in America and people that come here, we got to find a common or a ground to commence, to begin to start getting the order back together. To say, so we no longer have a war. We no longer be racist toward each other. We no longer have poverty. And so that was pretty much I had to say. We got to learn the knowledge of again. Because I keep hearing the same talk. And I don't like saying these words. White supremacy, the white man. This is not, it's no longer their, it's we know it's their fault. We know what happened. But you're forgetting about the standards, the Dutch, the British, the so-called African descent mixed woman got married to that's part of their order. That's their agenda. But we ain't gonna get into that. But you gotta look into that. Look into why that happened. We don't even know why we warring. When we keep saying, well, men did this, women did that. Women hold the power in the womb. Women lost their power. Let's say forget men for a minute. Women, you are weak. You have lost your power truly. You don't even understand your fight of the power is to keep saying, well, the reason women keep saying and doing this because of men. No, it's not. Look at it about that. If you reflect and look right in the mirror, look at yourself, that had nothing to do with me. I never met you before. So why is that my fault? Because then you'll blame your father. I'm not your father. I don't have a child. And we got to understand the notion of what we're doing. We're putting this into motion. We're making it real. The men and the women, that's the actually good, which is actually more than 70% compared to the 30%. The 30% is making the videos to hate each other. The 30% keep talking about, well, until we know. I'm not the 30. I'm the one. I may not have found the right woman, but I didn't kill the woman. I didn't hurt. I didn't. If that causes a problem because I didn't want to be with her no more, because it didn't. We wasn't helping. We wasn't for each other. That don't make sense. Because then that means everybody we date we should just be with, and that's not the truth. Because we don't know them. Everybody's not for everybody. Like the woman with a state. Well, everybody. No, I'm not for everybody. But am I for some lady? It's a lady out there. So all ladies I meet is saying it's not for me. So I would rather give up my time to keep spending for the women and just work towards the young women and the young men and to teach and to not teach or instruct or train. Take that away. I got to get out of my system. I would rather guide them to the all truth. Until we guide to the all truth, we were not going to see change. We're going to have the same conversation. We're going to give power to the same wrong reasons and the wrong notions, emotions, the playing field. We're going to keep giving power to all the evil, the hate, what we call evil hate, the enemy, what we call the enemy, the outside of us enemy, because there's the inside in of me. They created that for us, and we took it and we buried it. We kept it inside of us because we are binded, because we want to use denomination. We want to use religion. We got to be there. We got to go that. We got to be part of a group. We got to be part of we got to be this. And instead of saying, when are you going to be yourself? It's your choice. It's your path. It's your journey. Choose wisely. Love yourself. Keep working on your focus for your purpose, mission, and position. Know who you are. My next topic is going to be the power of oneness. And I learned in religion they don't guide in the power of oneness, and that's through revelation, and that's through all the religions that's out there: Muslim, Nation of Islam, whatever secret society you in, Christianity, the Christianization, so Catholic, Muslim, Mormon, Roman Catholic, Southern Baptist, Voodoo, Voodoo Baptist, Naji, Neo-Exism, 1%er, 85%, 7-day Adventists. All these religions, they don't have guidance of the power of oneness to bring us back. Because the power of oneness brings us back to our creator. You have a good night, rest well, make sure you hydrate, eat healthy foods, stop killing yourself. You don't need pop. It's so much I can say. I want to get more in the teachings of, because the more I get revelation, I get away from what I know I cannot change within me. And I know I can eat better. I know I can exercise. I know I can go study and research. I know I can connect to my creator by not allowing what people is killing them or bringing them down, like drugs, bad information, wrong information, changed information, to keep bringing us down. So you stay true to yourself and all will go well. Shalom. My brothers and sisters and friends and the loved ones, I love everybody. And one day, when I'm not on this earth naturally, we will love everybody. Our children won't have this problem. Young men and women, you will not even go through this. You're going to be a good example to your children when you decide to meet that young men and women that's out there now that's not listening to thoughts that was teaching me. And I'm not long listening to them. I'm going out and getting revelation. The creator is touching my heart. My heart is coming before my money. Money has nothing to do with anything I want to do in my life. But with people, that's how the only reason they doing better because of the money. I'm doing better because I got to know who I am. I love myself. Till you love yourself, none of that matters. Look at how Britney Spears was. Look what happened to Tiger Woods. I can go down the line. Look at Nicki Minaj. Look at Beyonce. Look at Jay-Z. Look at Kanye West. Look at Kim Kardashian. Look at Kylie Jenner. Look at their father, Bruce Jenner. He's Caitlyn Jenner. Look at those people. Look, they all messed up in the mind. And then because their heart messed up. Kanye West was good till his mother died. Look at Tyra Banks. Look at Eve the rapper. Look at Stevie J. Look at Little Scrappy. They lost. They're lost souls because they're binded to these contracts. Look what they got to do to get wealth. I don't have to do all. I don't got to get naked to get wealth. I'm going to be me. And if I don't get it, I'm going to pass down all the information. And my wealth is my inheritance, is my riches. It's information, is me. I am the riches. I am the investment. I am the stocks. I am the matrimony, the bond to my creator, to our creator, the Almighty, the Father, mother and father, interchangeable because of translation. Learn all these things. Learn as much as you can. Gain and seek all the knowledge you can. If not, you are doomed. We will kill each other. We will eradicate our race. We aim it. Because if you kill the womb, you eradicate the race. So they're killing our woman mind. They telling woman that is not logical. So you've been hurt. This is what you should aim for. No, that is no longer about love. So you lost. You lost more than you're in a loss and you're never going to be found. That's why there's more women in church, because they need women wombs to be corrupted and diluted. When they come out of church, I see women coming, it's like you a weekday atheist, but weekend Christian. Come on now. Your belief, you're a Muslim on a weekend, you wasn't a Muslim all week. When you cheating on your wife, committing unloving and adultery. Adultery is unloving. Adultery is going against your own race of people. That's adultery. We don't know what these words mean. We just say it and say it. You backslid. What is backsliding? No, I got away from what is killing us. I don't do drugs. I don't sell drugs. I don't go out there and hurt women. I'm not hurting the young girls. I'm not hurting the young men. So what am I doing so bad? But since you are a believer of some such a religion, denomination mean to divide you away from each other and to separate and to cause war, poverty, and hate and hatred. But your religion teaches that. Your religion teaches you to be a slave. So I'm no longer under that law. I'm in the spirit of the creator, what is meant for us on this earth. So I can be embodied in my body, for my soul and spirit man can reach my heart and mind, for I can be the best I can be. I'm not going to expound and assault and actually help and assist, but not be a servant or a slave to people. So what are you talking about? Shalom.